The Outgoing Crime and Misconduct Commission chairman says he was assured the release of confidential Fitzgerald inquiry documents was a glitch which had been fixed. Ross Martin was called to give evidence to a parliamentary inquiry on what he's described as a deeply embarrassing error. Mr Martin has stood down for health reasons, but says he accepts ultimate responsibility for what went on within the organisation.
The CMC investigates the state's most serious crimes and most powerful people. But today it was the outgoing CMC chairman facing hours of questioning. Ross Martin told the parliamentary inquiry he was first told last May that sensitive documents had been made publicly available.
Shouldn't there have been an investigation at that particular point in time as to how that came about?
I'd been given assurances that this was a glitch.
Mr Martin discussed the problem with the CMC's Director of Information Management, Peter Dewell, who said it would be fixed. But it's now known that Mr Dewell only reinstated 65-year protections on some of the documents.
I thought that we were talking about the same thing. Apparently we weren't.
Mr Martin said he didn't order a thorough check of the documents involved.
Did I specifically turn my mind to doing an audit? I guess in the back of my mind, I'd assumed that something like that had happened.
Several months later, the CMC was told that sensitive files were still available at state archives. Mr Martin says he has no recollection of being notified personally.
Life moved on. The problem seemed to have been solved. If it hadn't been, I would have been told, I thought.
But he isn't denying responsibility.
I am ultimately responsible. All leaders recognise that when something like this occurs, leadership responsibility is significant.
It's a week since Ross Martin stood down as CMC chairman, revealing that he has cystic fibrosis and needs a lung transplant. He hasn't officially resigned, and the Attorney-General has told Mr Martin he can only take 30 days sick leave at this stage. Melinda Howells, ABC News.